It's week 3 and I still don't understand the hype for this book. I'm not even really sure which week I'm on anymore. I think week 4 is what I started Sunday. Okay, I just checked. I am on week 4. And look, a notebook that's not falling apart. I was hoping week 3 would, I don't know, I guess pack a punch, because it's supposed to be about recovering your sense of power, and it talks about how anger is a fuel for you to go forth and do the stuff that you want to do. She also talks about internalized shame, growing pains when it comes to, I don't know, figuring out your creative identity. She also mentions synchronicity, which frankly I have seen none of. A lot of week 3 really seems to focus on your childhood and your inner child, what you liked about your room growing up, what sort of things you liked to do. And like, honestly, for me, there's not really like a profound answer to any of those questions. My room was pink. I had shelves with porcelain dolls. I had a waterbed. That was really cool until, it wasn't. I don't think they even make waterbeds anymore. I liked it because it was my little safe space, which is the same reason I like my room currently. It goes on to ask you to list 5 people you admire, then 5 people you secretly admire, what sort of traits they have, what you could incorporate into yourself. For the record, I think the only person I truly secretly admire is Paris Hilton. I unironically love Paris Hilton. I think she is incredibly smart, and I don't know, maybe I watched too much of Paris Hilton's My New BFF when I was in college, but she seems like she would actually be really cool to like hang out with. What are you doing, Chaos Cat? What are you doing? I don't know, I'm probably putting like too much, but she goes on to say, list 5 people you wish you had met who are dead. Now list 5 people who are dead whom you'd like to hang out with for a while in eternity. Is that not the same question? I don't know. This week was kind of weird. I wasn't exactly feeling it, And yeah, I kind of procrastinated on the whole artist date thing. So no, we're not going outside right now. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, I 100% phoned in the artist date for week 3. I ended up browsing around my local Barnes & Noble, mostly because I couldn't think of anything else to do, and I just really wanted to get out of the house, and that seemed like it was a convenient solution. I really do enjoy a good bookstore. One of the things they had was an Edward Gorey's Dracula paper play set that just looks really cool, and I kind of want it. I actually have the book, which is one of the best thrift finds I have ever snagged. It's not fully illustrated. Look at this dork. This is supposed to be Jonathan Harker. What a nerd. And then here's Mina. I'm not really sure why she has this like 1920s vibe going for her. I don't hate it. I'd probably hang out with him in the afterlife. That seems cool. Anyway, I kind of really want that paper stage thing. I'm not sure what I would do with it or where I would put it. The one thing I did pick up at Barnes & Noble was this. I thought it was really pretty. And it's also a giant art magazine. This is their 2nd issue. I think they've just started. This is the information for the illustration on the cover. I just kind of flipped through it. I really like her style, and I look forward to actually reading this magazine once week 4's reading deprivation has ended. Like I said, or maybe I didn't say, it's Tuesday, December 2nd, when I am filming this. I guess I'm not quite halfway through week 4. The whole reading deprivation thing, like I can understand the point. Reading is a form of escapism. I love reading fiction books. I love reading nonfiction books. Basically, I'll read anything I can get my hands on. Not reading this week hasn't really been a challenge so much as I kind of feel like now that I've gotten back into a reading habit, I'm worried that I will once again fall into a reading slump. But I'm not reading anything. I think specifically I'm this could probably use some clarity in the book. I think specifically she's talking about fiction reading, which is actually terrible timing because I just started the audiobook of Mary, An Awakening of Terror, and all I want to do is listen to that audiobook, which I'm guessing is the point. If I'm not listening to the audiobook, I've got to be doing other stuff. Listening to music, getting my workout in, playing with my cat. I don't know, maybe actually working on that novel I'm supposed to be writing or drawing stuff. But again, I feel like a lot of the stuff in week 4 just doesn't really have any sort of merit for me. Like, I've never imagined myself at 80. I don't remember my life at 8. We're supposed to do an extended artist date, which I might be able to execute on Saturday. I'm just not really sure what that looks like for me right now in terms of getting out of the house and feeling like I am on some sort of micro vacation. And surprisingly, some things I do agree with. One of the points for this week is to open your closet and throw out or donate that one outfit that makes you feel terrible about yourself. I've been in a purging cleaning kick for the last year and a half. So my closet is already basically empty, but I do have several bags of things that I've marked for donation that I actually just need to take to the facility. I also appreciate trying to look for things in your life that need to change that you actually can change. Coming to terms with what being stuck in that situation means, or if there's any sort of payoff for being stuck. At least I did a little bit better on this artist's date. I went to one of my favorite antique malls and I walked around looking for weird or interesting things that I wanted to draw. So I found a couple of 1950s style planters and statues. I found the world's worst taxidermy fox. Why does it look like that? Why does it have human eyes? Also, why does the tag say coyote/fox? Did they not know what it is? There's a kitten on my desk now. Super excitedly though, I found a rare book that one of my friends collects, and she did not have this one for her collection, and it was ridiculously cheap. So even though I wasn't intending to purchase anything at the antique store, I did anyway, and I'm super happy that I get to send it over to her for Christmas. I think maybe I'm expecting too much from the morning pages. Like I said last week, I've been trying to use the tasks as prompts to kind of get things going, but I don't know. I haven't really uncovered anything earth-shattering. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I am also in regular talk therapy. I just don't feel that I'm really getting anything out of the morning pages. I am still doing them. I did them today. I will do them tomorrow. I will do them for the next 12 weeks. But I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be discovering, you know? So yeah, nothing dramatic has happened yet. I'll let you know if it does. Thanks for joining me for another round of the Skeptic's Journey Through the Artist's Way. One of the little fancy cards up here will take you to part 1 if you missed it. If you want to come along on this journey, subscribe. I'd be happy to have you here, and I guess I will see you next week.